guys.
Hello.
Hello. I probably saying the same things.
Because
We've
maybe
done
we should
100
be practicing. We should be
episodes.
practicing
No.
do our intros because
It's
they
never
come
that
so
serious.
haphazard.
It's never that
It's never
serious.
that
Sasa,
serious.
apana. Me, I don't see like it's a big deal.
Watu wanakuanga na maformat, so you start here, you start here, you start here.
Hiyo format imewapeleka wapi?
Okay, don't be rude like that.
Me, my role models, I said what I said. Usually it's chaotic. Even in the intro, you are like, okay, what did they talk about?
I love it. What are we even talking about? Hi, my name is Alice Kanjit. Welcome to season 6.
I'm Alexia Msao. Welcome back. I'm sure you're wondering, these girls have just come back and they're talking too much. They just have
it's the banter.
too many stories. Sorry, guys. Anyway,
story.
Sana, we are back for season 6.
Mm-hmm.
And this episode was just a catch-up episode, honestly.
Catch-up vibes, seeing what's been happening in Canairo, seeing what's been happening.
What you've been up to.
What we've been up to. We've not been here since December. That's a hell of a long time. And a lot of things can happen in 4 months.
Yes.
So, telling you about our shenanigans, what we intend to do for this year, both personally and for the podcast. Na nini ingine. Make sure you support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel if you're watching on YouTube. If you're not watching on YouTube and you're listening on the podcast platforms, leave there, go to YouTube, subscribe, come back, subscribe there also.
Send a voice note, leave
the
a comment.
The point is for you to just support us because this year is not a year for jokes. We want to grow this family. We want to have more people become part of the branch family. And elevate this space bana tusiachwe nyuma. A lot of podcasts are coming in and
na sisi pioneers.
We want to move with them, anyway. So you know what that means? It means that if you still have not subscribed, this is the time for you to shine.
In case umeload.
Ama unataka moment of silence.
Okay, 5 seconds. Awesome.
Thank you.
All right.
We can now get into the episode.
Anyway, guys, enjoy the episode. And we drop every Friday. So
umeisema kama by the way we do drop every Friday.
We'll confirm the time. I think we should have a specific time.
We'll
later
next episode mtajua now the specific time, but Fridays you should be expecting an episode. And for more details, like we have mentioned, just follow us on Instagram. We put a lot of details there. And
see ya
see in the episodes. Bye. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a brand new season of Banter Over Brand.
Woohoo! Season 6.
Season 6.
Yes,
wow.
Season 6.
Episode 101. We're in the 3 digits now. 3 digits.
Oh, yeah.
Now.
You know, I'm not like what you're saying episode 1. I was like, why are you saying episode 1 with such... making it so complicated.
We hit a milestone, a huge one. The last time we left the pod.
Why am I forgetting?
So the break wasn't invalid. It was a break for the hard work. We've been doing the one we did last year. The warranted, we've taken too long to come back, guys.
Yeah, surely 4 months. Who goes for a break for 4 months? Come on, be serious. Like, I know you guys have forgotten who we are, but don't worry. We'll remind you shortly. Yeah.
Do we do my name is this?
Yes.
I always feel so confused. Do you want to? My name is Alice, in case you didn't hear it in the first intro.
And my name is Alexia Msao, in case you're also new here. So maybe you wanted to hear again.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So welcome.
How are you feeling about this new season?
I am optimistic. I don't know. I think also I forgot how to podcast, or like when I was like, hiya, we have a shoot today. Like, hey, what do we usually do? What do we normally do?
It's been so long, and a lot of things have changed from our setup to just even how we intend for this season to go and the plans we have in store. Just because we've not been active doesn't mean we've not been active behind the scenes.
Yeah, you guys just see what's here, but there's a lot that's been going on.
A lot's been going on.
I think we're from January.
You've not been forgotten. B.O.B. has still been running. So that this year we start with a bang. We really said that we wanted to make changes and to make sure that now for real, we take this podcast to the next level. I think 100 episodes in now, it's banter, but now it's not just banter. Now it's
we've grown.
we're now big girls.
Now it's we put in the hard work.
The hard
which comes
work,
with good results.
Exactly. You know what's funny is when you start something, you're just like, okay, or at least when we started it, we didn't even know what the end goal was. We just kind of wanted to do a podcast. And that's always been us throughout. And we're always consistent regardless. Even when we slip up, we still show up. And there was genuinely no incentive involved. We just wanted to do it because we loved it. Even though we knew, okay, ultimately it might get to something. It wasn't what we were putting first. But now our small family needs to grow. And to grow, we need to now think of applicable strategies in Asasa for real. So these are the things, the changes that we're going to be making. And now to take us to the next level, this year I want to be sponsored by Spotify. Yeah.
Hi, Spotify.
Me personally, I have monetary incentives, guys. Just help us grow. And
we need more. This economy,
that
incentive,
you can clearly
sense.
see we need something. Yeah, we want to be one of the big boys. So with your help, all you need to do is subscribe to this at YouTube. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you're listening from the audio platforms, please subscribe as well or follow. It's absolutely free. It takes you 2 seconds and helps us get to the audiences that we wanted to reach and to just grow this BOB family, man. It's time.
Yeah, I mean, even if you're not following us on Instagram, surely we've been sitting at 1900, I think, for 4 months.
4 months. Our reels can go to great heights, but our people, you don't want to, support us. Surely. Sasa hiyo ni kitu ya kunyima nayo mtu seriously. Nini? Let's help each other.
I'm like, wow, we've started economy. A new season and we're already weighing.
Anyway, we're also at fault. So now for real.
Now we're back. So we need effort from both sides.
For this to work. This needs to be a mutual relationship.
Mutually beneficial relationship. I guess this episode is literally just a catch-up episode.
Of course,
how we've been. What we've been up to. I mean, 4 months is a lot can happen in 4 months.
A lot has happened in 4 months.
Exactly. And what we plan, I guess, for the podcast.
I know it's March or whenever you're still gonna listen to this episode in March, but we still wanted to, talk about our resolutions. Just to also remind you of the resolutions you also made, and even ourselves on the ones we had made initially, and see where we are on that track.
Yeah.
But on top of that, just what's been going on in our lives, the ones that we can share and
as we
banter. This is the banter side of things.
Yep. So our last episode was in November.
December, a lot happened. I traveled quite a bit.
Yeah. Is December the time? No, you went to Zanzibar before December.
No. From September, I was really having a good year. Like, honestly, the end of last year, I had so much gratitude in my heart. Sasa heart imekuwa ngumu kiasi, from January.
Your heart has been hardened.
There's nothing exciting January to, I don't know, the first half of the year for me is normally so. At a travel plans, I don't know, you feel so guilty taking a vacation in March. Because where are you going in March? Na December, watu walikuwa travel, So it feels like so hard life, But end of the year was a birthday,
like everything is just relaxed now.
We are now work. Sasa unaanza kufia hivi juu. Sasa end of year, watu hata
January, February, you can't cheka.
January, February, too serious bana. Imekuwa ngumu.
Yeah.
Where that are gloomy. There's not a lot of support for good life at the moment.
I mean, January, February is good. The weather, in fact, was too hot.
It was
too dry. Like, we're in Nairobi, and it was Nairobi, Kenya, and it was too hot, too dry. In fact, now it started
Can you
to
imagine
rain.
how the other places in Kenya were?
Turkana.
See, there was a famine crisis. Ndio watu walipatiwa national holiday ya kuomba.
Yeah, for rain. It worked.
I guess.
But no, but like, okay, you can say it worked, but see the meteorological department.
Anyway, they chose a very strategic time
to
have that prayer session.
Yeah, anyway, we're running on prayers as a country.
We're running on prayers right now. A lot of prayers,
Hallelujah.
A lot of Christianity being put down our throats, whether you like it or not.
And I think for me, I'm a Christian, and I'm like, cool story, but at the end of the day, you need to get the work done. You can't just blanket this whole thing. Like, you've not been put into those positions to preach or to
Okay, so
we have
praying, but the
pastors.
GDP is at its worst it's ever been.
We have
so
people who are already doing that. We have missionaries, we have pastors, we have Nini. You're there to make decisions that if you're praying, cool, that's an add-on. Yeah. But at the end of the day, you need to. Anyway,
I don't know. It's a touchy topic, but I just wanted to add on this conversation that these are the things that people stereotypically, well, people who are not so religious or in other religions, I know these are the things that stereotypically they feel they don't like about how some Christians take religion, in a sense of we have so many Muslims in this country, but it's rarely ever you're hearing someone like really force it onto you or those beliefs onto you. And I feel like just yes, it's okay that Ruto and his wife and his family are a very prayerful family, and they want to instill that to the government and towards the Kenyan citizens and pray for us and everything. But at the end of the day, it feels like it being the primary solution for everything is one, just insane, given that not everyone subscribes to the religion, and two, it feels like it's an escapism strategy because we have a lot of poor people in Kenya and a lot of I don't know, I don't want to say something I don't mean. I just mean that we have a lot of people who also follow religious beliefs, and it's very easy for them to be influenced and think that just because it's things are happening in the religious side of things, then everything else is gonna follow suit. At the end of the day, prayer needs to also follow action. But ni kama sasa tuko in a prayer energy na action na tuoni ndio shida.
Anyway, actually, we had protests this week from the opposition party.
Kenyans do not protest nicely. Wanabo.
What did you want?
Like, did you see the South African protest?
I just saw people dancing.
Exactly.
Are we there to dance? We're there to fight.
We're there to fight.
Tear gas.
But it feels like there's normally so much fear of protest when there's protest instead of us all uniting to protest. It feels like this is not... Ndio nasema hakuna hata space ya sasa mtu kama mimi kwenda protest. It feels like the protest is now you're already expecting violence, meaning like we need some protest. We are all uniting and saying mazei kitu si kitu poa, we are doing something nini. But immediately we already know we don't know how to protest peacefully.
You're just locking yourself in the house.
You're just locking yourself in the house, looking at Twitters. The protests are just jokes on Twitter. And then Tuesday, we move
back
on.
to life.
Back to default.
Yeah.
Me, I wanna see something. Like, in Sri Lanka, the other day, was it last year?
Yeah, when
they went inside that man's house and used the facilities, his pool, they entered the bathroom.
And it was too late. It was too late. They already... The economy was
already there.
The
it was too late. But why do we have to wait? Like, they literally stormed into State House and unifiedly did things, and not now we are stoning each other. Like, something, some movement, some energy that is impactful.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of sasa ni imbo tu ati watu wanasema tu nini. Na pia me, I have a feeling it's linked to watu kuzoeana sasa. Ukizoea mtu, people like changes. Ukizoea baba na strategies za baba zile za Stone za 2012 ndio bado wako nazo saa hii. Maybe if you get someone new with but I don't know.
No,
there's a lot of things.
But I mean,
right?
It's because of the high cost of living, which I feel is affecting each and every one of us.
Yes, absolutely.
Sisi wananchi. Si wenye nchi. Sisi wananchi, we are going through
I saw a tweet that said that I'm looking at my salary paycheck wondering if the government worked those hours with me. Because
what they are taking
versus what we are receiving, it is such a disparity. Mara sijui they've appointed which people to government juzi tu.
CAS.
Na hiyo kitu, I don't want to say a lot of things, but it's giving a lot of tribalism and nepotism, if I do say so myself.
I didn't even look at the list. I'm just saying
the high school renovation,
it's
10
million for cars for 3 leaders. Ni gari gani hizo? Then you come with this basic
pesa yako.
Prado. You better buy, we're talking with our videographer, you better buy a serious car. Let me see where this 800 million is going. You can't come with a Prado and then you tell us it's 800 million. Please.
Surely.
Anyway, me, I say, okay, I feel like, I don't know, government, it just, which government works in the world? I don't know. Because even yesterday when there were protests, you could see SA, same. Huku, same. Though somewhere else, I think they had a protest. So I was just like,
does that just simply tell us that democracy might not be the solution? Even if you are fighting so much for it to work, we know maybe it's not communism, but really, is democracy really working?
I think we should actually
let's think about it.
Be honest with ourselves. You know, they say insanity is doing the same thing over and over again. They're expecting different results. People keep saying, "Oh, if Baba won, what?
We would have 6K monthly."
Nothing like that would be in the same exact position, in my opinion. I don't know.
Anyway, if Baba won, so now, you
think, oh wow, hey, ha, first world, Kenya is now first world. God, can you be serious? These people read the same
book.
They're all friends. They're all. That's the anyway. Me, I still have hope.
They all have different.
We have 5 years with the current government.
Different approaches.
I have to have hope. We have hope.
Would you go into government?
I would.
Na sasa utasema nini ukiingia government? Would you be a good person?
So that I'm Mali's what? Me, I just go stay focused. I will kill 2 birds. You know, I'll work, but I'll also. You know, there's nothing worse.
Then it's a systemic issue.
No, my issue is, see that I don't care if people are stealing, if people are. It's list of my concerns. But let us see the advancement of the country. You know, usiibe kila kitu that it's so obvious, and then you leave us with nothing. You get?
It's true. Hakuna watu hawaibi na form.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I was saying. Even when it was politically hot, like, chances of everyone entering government becoming a thief are 99.9%. That's why even as you're stealing, you give people something, you know, to keep them there and to keep them happy. We need to flourish. If you give us 70, kula 30. So, kula, sasa unakula 80, 90. Unatupea 10.
5. Na 10 on a good day.
But it's a hard job. Me, I don't know how people willingly. Anyway, let us get away from
politics. Hata government haibambi, hakuna hata memes, hakuna anything, just.
And even Nigeria had the elections. They're just there. A day at a time.
Whatever. I don't even, Ruto being president is literally the last thing on my mind. You can even just, who's the president? There's a guy called Ruto.
There's a guy we call Baba. When I called Baba, I was told, stop calling Baba, it's not your father.
What am I?
I'm like, don't take it so seriously. The Baba alitupea holiday. Whether you have Ruto or you have Baba, you got a holiday. I took that holiday
a bit too seriously, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I really did nothing.
Yesterday.
I went out Saturday and Monday I'm still recovering.
How are you?
0 out of 10. I was at very uns places.
Muse.
I went to first this place called Temple. I've never been. But it's a very techno house, which I don't listen to. But the person I was with, anaskanga yo muziki mbaya. So I was
like unusual.
Yeah. Like you go there, you feel like you're in Berlin. Even the people there are very, yeah. And I guess it was nice. Then we went to Muse after. Muse, of course, you know, I love Muse. I like Afro House. So that was nice. Met up with people that I know. Hizi zingine nitakwambia.
Tonge kando.
Bezili hapo nashanga. All I'm saying is there's another drug pandemic in Nairobi. Watu wanafanya vitu na mapua sana. Nilijionea
government
stress.
Seek special advice from Alice on how to catch this.
Talk to me on the side. We can collaborate.
And so kule pesa hii podcast grow. But state something. State stealing.
Something.
Anyway, we're talking about December. I think Christmas. Traveling. You went to the coast.
I went for something I was really looking forward to. Your tickets I bought even in September. I was so ready for Kilifi New Year's Festival. I had always just wanted to go, and I finally found a group of friends that were perfect to go for such a festival with, because they were just as crazy at that festival. Everyone
Yeah, you
there
need crazy people.
just,
Okay, I've
it
been there, I'm not
was
crazy.
it was an experience. I loved it. I loved the people I ended up meeting. I met so many people. Unajua me, I can talk.
Yeah.
Everything was well organized. There were different water stations on, water was free. So you could have access literally anywhere around the festival. It was a quite a bit of land. There were
Yeah.
like 4 stages. Yeah, there were like 4 stages, 2 days. And it was a type of thing where, okay, the festival itself is 2 days. Sour. When we reached, there was a before the baobab event at another place. So enjoyment has already begun before the baobab. Then there was beneath the baobab, which were
Before
2 days.
the baobab.
Then there
After.
was after the baobab,
Ish.
which was another party at a different place in Kilifi, and everyone, again, the crowd was still there. We came back to Nairobi. Tell us why we were invited for a party at above the baobab, something like that.
Now, guys who are there.
It was a house party in Kileleshwa Masjid where people needed to let go for real.
The baobab
Between
spirit.
the baobab, but I'm telling you, it was so good. It took us time to let go of that thing. It was so good. We ended up meeting people who specifically come to the country for that particular reason, which is so eye-opening. Gave me a chance to just think about what, even me, like, what are these?
Traveling.
These are things that I like doing, and simple pleasures in life, like budgeting for a trip to go for a festival. I feel like it's something that is not so far-fetched for me. I definitely, after that experience, especially abroad, I feel like they put even more effort. I would also like to have a similar experience. Speaking of which, I even met someone there who was from Belgium, and I think, I said that we talked for a bit, blah, 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 but of course I was talking to everyone, so sour. I didn't think I'd ever see him again. But I think the algorithm linked him to me, and he ended up DMing me and mentioned just if I come to Europe or if I want to go for Tomorrowland, like I'd reach out to him, and he'll take care of things,
Nice.
because, my energy, could already read my energy was nice, which is nice. Like everyone was very, very friendly and very open to having conversations. And these are professionals, are people who have lives that are relatable to you. Hey, flash forward 2 months in, Juicy last week, I see him at Forbes 30 under 30.
Allah. The same guy.
Kasema, no wonder alikuwa so willing.
You're chilling with the big boys.
I'm chilling with the big boys. So you never know who you're talking to. Be nice to everyone.
Be nice to everyone.
Because, hey, maybe hata namuliza nipatie job hata achana sana festival. Because, come on. Or he can be mine. No, I can't talk like that these days. But, yeah, if you're watching, I saw you. So...
That's nice. I went for the Kilifi Festival in 2021. Yes, 2021.
You made the experience look so ilikuwa tu.
Yeah, because I think I enjoyed, don't get me wrong, but most of my trip wasn't there. It was just something, it was like the dunda of the trip. So I just go for a couple of hours, then go back home. I don't think I think the night before, the countdown night is the one now I felt the energy, like them. There was also the we met some really interesting guys who invited us for some bash.
It was a week of partying.
But I remember even us guys, it was during the COVID season. So first we had to take COVID tests. There was just a lot happening before you could actually relax and enjoy the festival. And then also I remember the first night, I didn't think of how much walking there'd be. I didn't know. So I think I was so uncomfortable. My shoes were so uncomfortable. I was just like, yeah. But I really, really enjoyed the crossover night, which also because I think most of our family and friends from Nairobi were also in attendance that night. So it was sort of...
I think my sister also went around the same year, and she also doesn't talk about it so enthusiastically. I don't know. Maybe that year was not as hype as this, or it's just difference in what we consider fun, I guess. But I had the best time of my life. Felt like an eye-opening one. And to this day, I am positive this year that's exactly what I'm doing in December. No questions asked.
But I recommend, guys, go support
I highly
local
recommend
festivals, local. I'm thinking, even though you're saying traveling for festivals, I think I have a friend going for Afro Nation in June. And I think it's something that guys are getting. Even I know guys went to for
South
Nyege Nyege
Africa
last year as well.
Juicy.
Yeah, South Africa. There's Nyege Nyege. No, I said Ghana. I know
There's
Ghana
Afro
was a
Nation
flop.
Ghana.
Was a flop last year.
This year we are hoping for better.
Yeah, but these are things guys are picking up on. I mean, it's good.
Yeah, I
It's
like
a
it.
vibes.
I
It's a vibes.
100% would do it and will do it. We just need the money, and this is why you guys once again reminder to support us.
So we can fund our dreams.
Our dreams.
Yeah, I think for me, December I was in Nairobi most of the time. Christmas I was in Nairobi. Did I go anywhere? I went to Meru for a weekend. I had a friend getting married traditionally, so that was like a nice break. And then for New Year's, I went to Dubai. Habibi.
First time out of the country.
First time out of the country. Imagine my big age. And God's perfect timing.
I mean, was it worth it? Did
I'm
you
too
enjoy
young
yourself?
to have confidence. Yeah, it was really nice. I saw their roads and I was like, expressway inakaa Dubai pia. Hatuko mbali sana by the. I think also traveling helps you either appreciate where you're from. Yes, I really appreciated Nairobi. Like Nairobi is affordable.
Guy, what is it that you saw in Dubai that made you appreciate Nairobi so much?
Dubai is expensive. Like,
yeah.
It's just expensive. Like, okay, plus also the season. December is also very...
December, everyone is in Dubai.
Is very high, like high tourism. So, of course, everything is going to
double in price.
Yeah. But what did I appreciate in Nairobi? Okay, nothing much actually.
Yeah, some tu you were homesick.
I wasn't homesick. I was okay. It was good. What did I find different?
Would you go back?
Of course I would. I definitely think like even a girl's trip to Dubai would be really fun. Yeah. I think there's so many things I didn't feel like I've exhausted, like from the place. So
I don't think you ever can.
Yeah.
They really, really capitalize on tourism. So activities kibao. Ndio pesa pia. Ukona options mingi.
And then you see me who has never left Kenya. I used to think Dubai is so strict. Like I knew it's crazy, but I was like, I felt like they were very conservative. I thought they were very conservative, you know. But now realizing that it's the Emirates that has, they say Dubai sold their soul because the dance squad accept everything. Even I was wearing shorts in the street, I was like, wow, am I indecent? Will I be stopped with someone? You know, I kept thinking, this is an Arab country, this is an Arab country.
Have to be respectful.
But, okay.
They even have a mosque that they allow everyone to go into, you know, the really famous one.
It's a sheikh something. It's not at Abu Dhabi.
Common. I think there are only about 2 of them in the world or 3 that allows people to do that. So, yeah, Dubai, I don't know. Would you say Arab world, tell us, or the Muslim world, would you say you'd be upset by how they decided to run their country outside the norm of what is stereotypically the Muslim country laws? Or beliefs?
I think they still have the laws.
They do, and they're very strict on the laws, but they are very accepting of outside. You can't just decide today you're going to Saudi Arabia and you're doing...
Saudi Arabia and Qatar and apana. But I was told like during Ramadan is when you feel like again the strictness creeping in, because now it's like I think you can't eat you can't even but like I think even alcohol. I didn't drink that much because now drinks are obviously priced as premium because it's taxed to the name. But like duty free is fine.
So you can get like alcohol in the shops and everything? No.
Specific shops, which I didn't even find. I tried Googling liquor stores. Just like I was like, okay, this is a bit tough. But in restaurants you can. Okay. But of course,
at a high price.
Yeah. And I know people who travel always say this, like, don't convert to Kenya shillings. Just don't. Because they're just like,
you'll depress yourself.
Yeah,
you start comparing.
Just live in the moment and enjoy.
Yeah.
And just, kesi badai. Just swipe. And look, if you swipe, you even taxed, you're charged 10% of the amount. But it's good. We went to downtown Dubai, which is Deira. And it was like River Road. I'm telling you, it was like River Road. No, they say, auntie, Bleach. Yani,
Bleach.
push. No, this wasn't bleach. This was products. Someone, bags. So you find Nigerians there concerning with the Arabs because they are stealing clients. But the Nigerians feel like, my sister, we're African. You're my sister. You should support me.
And capitalize on.
Uko, it was hectic. It was literally like downtown
But things
CBD.
were affordable with that energy. Affordable is relative.
Very relative. Me unajua I knew something there I'll get for 2.5 mtu ananiambia 18k.
This is why some people wananyima vitu zingine in good life.
Unasema tu. But bargain. They
can help me bargain. That's
really
tips
helps.
for anyone going to the bar.
Yeah, if you go call Madeira nini, just bargain. They just want to try you. Pretend you're leaving. I'm gone. What do you have? Okay.
Nigerians. Yani mko tu kila pahali.
Even the Waarabu would also bargain. Yeah. Then they have these two funny shops for like fake designer.
The Gucci's.
Yeah.
And
but because it's like illegal. So the shop is like in a house. Yeah.
In a house?
Sasa tunapelekwa like a building, but you're going upstairs, you're going on the lift.
Oh, you have to.
It's a room,
chochoro.
CCTV. Hey, may I said if flying squad lands here,
actually it's very easy for them to take you to jail. Now that's one thing about that country.
Yeah.
These vitu za fraud si Kenya.
Where you can just kitu kidogo and then you.
Did you see that story of how that girl we were following was convicted? I've brought the story up.
Maxine.
Everyone. Yeah. How much she was supposed to be in need.
Wahome. We were following her.
They were following up on the story.
We talked about it.
We didn't talk about it.
Oh, yeah. Hey, guys, let me tell you.
And what we were saying, people were saying statistically that most of the women who are in that Langata women's...
it's because of men.
It's because of men. And not particularly because of maybe something wrong that men have done. It's maybe you end up killing this person because of frustration.
And then you lose it.
Tebu chungeni. And yeah, men can really be your headache. And we can also be, and the woman, vice versa, but...
my dad even, your dad was just telling me, I think he was just thinking about how squeezy. Yani, mapenzi inafanya watu, you become a murderer, you know.
Imagine.
If unashinda mmefight, there's normal fighting and there's abnormal fighting.
You now reach somewhere.
Because even for this incident, I don't think it was the first time they've had such a fight. You get... So
it starts kidogo, building. By the time you get confidence to now fight ile intense,
it means even you're fed up. So before you get fed up, just achana.
I don't know
your story. But again, sometimes when you break up with someone, they come look for you because
then it becomes a toxic cycle. I don't know. Sometimes I think you, when you're in that situation, it's hard for you to convince yourself that this is a terrible, fucked up situation. No one that I know ever experienced that.
Yeah, and then you see like her star was so high, like she was doing so well. And then now it's like...
She was 27.
And now she's going to prison. You don't know for how long. They might say it's manslaughter, murder. You don't know.
She's been convicted for murder though.
Yeah.
Which is...
So,
Mukiona Mubaba who's who was... Let me know. I can't talk bad about him because he passed on. But with a guy who's significantly older than her.
It was like 20 years.
Possibly. Ama somewhere in between the fight, Alisa, how that, the body gets weaker as you grow older. So when you make a cut, it does not heal in 2 seconds.
Alisa, in short, okay, at least you're rude.
It's a possibility. Because you're thinking, you're young, you're
not
maybe
that
you're not that old.
Anyway,
but
his soul rest in peace.
I don't know. Maybe let's just RIP.
Anyway, guys. So I think we had very interesting Decembers. I think all of us had a good time in
Fantastic
December.
Time.
And then
January,
2023 came.
It's taken me so long to recover, Yawa.
And even me, I feel like from when I got back, it's just been like,
Till
every
now, I'm
day
recovering.
I still have to do something. And then I think it's wedding season around family and friends. So that's also, I came back to a wedding. Yeah.
Friends are getting married before you. How old are these people?
My friends are getting married, girl. So that also takes a lot from you, I guess. It's good. It's good to see people
People's lives are
moving.
moving.
I'm like, hi, sweetheart. You're so you're a whole wife.
Crazy.
It's so nice.
God.
It's nice.
I don't know why that title gives me blood pressure.
Wife.
Or just even thinking about it. Or like at my family. Mi bado nasikia.
What's that? It's too much.
Like we're 16. What are we doing?
But you're having kids. And two children. Ourselves.
I'm still children.
Teenage pregnancy. And that time you're 28. Let me tell you, by the way, I saw some babe. She's pregnant. So we went to school with her. She was like in my sister's year, not my year.
Mm-hmm.
So I just came across a picture of her. So I shared it to our family group. So my mom's like, wow, we thank God for Sijui Nani.
Oh,
you know,
God.
you guys are now at that age. Sijui what? You know, I was expecting my mom to be like, hey, I'm about a ball. You know, because for me, I was like, she's a baby. She's
How
a
old is
child.
she?
And she's like 2 years older than me.
Oh.
She's my sister's age mate. But for me, it's like, I knew you from school. So that's the context I still have. My mom is like, wow. Hey, we thank the Lord. I'm like,
yeah,
teenage pregnancy. That's a teenage.
That's a teenage pregnancy for real. Gosh.
No,
There's a time I was telling my mom how some of my friends have also moved in with their partners and we are the same age. To me, that's still crazy. Because
children.
And she was just like, yeah, actually, that's it's the time.
The courting
like,
stage.
What? Like, so
you say
I say
that
moving in with a man, like you're saying it's okay at this time. Oh God.
Because I mean, for my mom, I was like, okay, so if any first time and oops, she'd just be like, oh, we thank the Lord. you're for this blessing.
I don't know if my parents tumefika huko. Especially because my siblings, none of them have children and I'm the last born.
Okay, yeah, you have to relax.
Yeah.
Let them see the
near to number one last born. I watch.
And you have two sisters. If it was maybe one. No, they listen to the podcast. Hi, Alyssa's sister.
Hi.
We are just saying
it's time.
We want a junior to be coming here. Yeah, it's time.
So cute.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, we can get into like 1 to 3 resolutions we had for this year before we end this episode because now we've just blabbed around, but that's what we wanted this episode to be.
So do we start with personal or do we start with podcast? Or
you can start with personal.
Yeah.
Go first.
I'll go first. I think one of my resolutions this year is to, I think I said it last year, but some things you just carry with you.
Yeah.
For me, it was to be holistically healthy. So mental health, physical health.
That's continuous, actually.
Yeah, but now to actually take it a notch higher. So I think for me, that is like, okay, being consistent in terms of working out and stuff like that. Health in terms of even like reproductive health, like going for pap smears, when I should be going for them, getting my skin checked, also like skincare and things like also, I'm those people when something is disturbing me and I can go to the hospital, I'll just let it slide, and I'm trying to just be on top of my health, like every part of my body, just to be good. You mentioned food. Yes, food. Changing my relationship with food, looking at food like, okay, I don't want it to reach a point where I'm scared to eat something or I feel it's such a big deal, but just appreciating what food does for me, which it nourishes me, and thinking how I want to feel after eating. I want to feel light. I still want to feel like I can move. I can do 1, 2, 3 and not affect I view my body, because I mean, if you eat hamburgers thrice a day for 1 week, there's a way your body will feel. It'll be like, So enjoying food, but also, balancing things out. So I'm trying to eat healthier. I've reduced my sugar intake. I don't take that much sugar, but like even with tea now, I've moved from 2 spoons to 1 spoon. And because I know sugar is like the enemy of our bodies and stuff like that. Yeah. So checking what I'm consuming, because that also affects your mental health. trying to reduce screen time. Yes. So those are just some of the things that I'm putting into practice this year. I know it's not a destination, it's more of a journey, and just pole, just slowly incorporating all these things. And sometimes I'll fail, but not to get stuck in the failure. Like, you've missed gym for 1 week, now you're like, okay, I'm never going back to the gym. Then before you know it, it's 3 months. Starting again is so much work. Yeah. So just trying to.
How's the journey been so far?
So far, so good. I feel like also sharing these things, even like with friends. I know some of our friends, we always talk about gym and stuff like that. But I feel like it's given us some form of accountability, because every time, like when Kimano used to tell me about gym, and she's like, I slacked, and everybody's like, I slacked, but I came back on, and just sort of having some form of accountability in terms of eating habits. Definitely, it's my partner who keeps me on track, because you've seen those ones of when you and your friend are on a diet, then you're eating. Yeah, I've just from meal prepping. That time you're eating what? You will lie. With your friends, you will lie. You need someone who is looking at your plate
every day.
I can see, and encourage you and say, hey, today we drink a starch, drink a rice. Hey.
Oh,
I'm like, yes, I am. It is me, reformed. Yeah. So far so good.
I think what I'm picking up is, it's always, I think I agree that it's really good to have accountability in all aspects, because you're having someone to just keep in check, whether in budgeting even, or in dieting, or in going to the gym, or even this podcast, so yeah, accountability,
guys. If it's just between you and you, you'll talk yourself out of something.
You can really talk yourself out of
things. Because me, after 3 days I've not been to the gym, and I'll be asked, what's up? Yeah, hey, and I'll feel some type of way. And I will go the next day, because I want to prove you wrong. I want to prove you that I'm consistent, So yeah, I think that for me was one of my goals this year. And I'll just mention the second one so that we finish with me. It's just content creation. I really want to take this content creation thing seriously.
I think the universe is showing you should.
Yeah, I mean, I had an experience this week that really just snapped me out of. I got a call from a place that I used to work for, and wanted to hire me again. Yeah, so I was like, but I was like,
didn't
cool.
Tell me this.
Yeah, because it's recent. It's like this week. So I was like, cool, let me just go. So like the position was just more of what I do, like content creation, but now for like
a brand.
A brand. So of course I was like, cool. So what's the budget? Jokes. People have jokes in this country.
I really know the budgets they give you.
It was, and I was like, okay, it makes sense. If it was someone coming straight from uni, that is
you're seeing my following,
budget. And not, but then I'm like, you're using my face, you're using my names. You're like, I'm worth so much more
now than you are when you were leaving the place.
Yeah. So I was just like,
weren't you there maybe when you were in uni?
Anyway, just know it was crazy. And I was like, it's cool.
So what did you say after that conversation?
After
that disrespect?
Alice taught me, don't say yes, no. Don't just say, let me think about it, I'll get back to you. When I already knew, I'm not.
You're definitely not.
But anyway, it was different because it wasn't full time, it was on contractual basis. So like 3 times a week. But I was like, I was just like, if I put the same effort into my personal content creation, and I be serious, like the way I work for someone else, those 3 days in a week, and I say I'm structuring it like this, I can make 10 times in a month what they were going to pay me.
And that's why influencers, you're seeing their faces every day.
No, I still feel like you can do it. Your face is not there every day, but consistency almost daily. 6 out of 7 days, about 5 out of 7 days.
Consistent and dedicated, because it becomes a full-time job.
Yeah,
especially if you want to make it big.
Yeah. So for me, I was just like, let me. I had a meeting with myself, and I was like, I mean, I can afford to right now. I can take the risk. I know people who decide to quit their jobs to follow content. That's risky. Me, I'm not quitting anything to follow it. I'm just putting in more effort towards it. So consistency is the name of the game. Yeah.
I'm wishing you the best.
Now, my accountability partners all of you be listening.
Even me, I don't know. Me, nakwanga content creator, but
Alice, our YouTuber, our podcaster, our
nakwanga
travel.
content creator imbo consistency zero.
Yeah.
But effort there. I mean, I like your resolutions, but they also sound like things that you mentioned before. So it's more of like following through with the things that you already originally wanted to. I think I'm just gonna peruse through some of my resolutions. Of course, make more money is one of my first ones, and figuring out how. Basically, I've been doing a lot of thinking of what it means or how much it takes for me to be a good independent adult, because that's what I want to achieve. And the conclusion is I need more money to survive in this city. So how am I gonna do that? I need to make more money and better financial decisions. So those are my resolutions. So far, we are hoping, we are seeing signs of where maybe potentially other avenues will come through from. But that's definitely something that I really want for myself. So that, because this year, one of my other goals and resolutions is to move out of my parents' house and become fully reliable on myself. But that comes with a lot of responsibility. So yeah, adulting is really like
Pro Max.
Yeah, adulting Pro Max for real. Consistency at the gym, something I've wanted to do. I've been talking about it in this podcast for so long, but I've been doing that. I've been doing a lot of consistency since the year began. Maybe January I was falling back a lot. It took me a long time to recover from the festival and just December activities and get back to moving life. But I've been consistent in the gym. Maybe I'll fall off, like, okay, maybe I'll go 2 times instead of 3 times, or I'll do cardio on Sunday and go to the gym these times. But it's been very rare for me not to be consistent and show up for myself. Hapo niko na my accountability partners, so it's been a bit easier for me to do that. More vacations or something I wanted. Actually, these are more of like things I wanted this year, and rather than resolutions, to be honest.
Gosh, you really had them written. Like,
Yeah.
I think I just put mine.
Compartment.
Yeah, just like nikianza in a nutshell.
Wacha tu nisiseme vitu mob sana, but more vacations. I really want this year. Like even from last year, I knew I wanted it to be such a travel year for me. Like that's something I really didn't want to compromise on. Life is lifing, and like I'm saying, adulting is coming with a lot more responsibilities, which may be making it difficult to achieve the travel plans I initially had. But nevertheless, the travel plans must be done. If you know me, you know, if even from high school, travel has been a very big part of the goals that I wanted to achieve. For me, it's something that I want it to be part of my life. I want it to be a norm for me. I think it's an investment that I want to make for myself. And because I'm a people's person and I always love meeting people from different parts of the world. So whether it's going to be traveling, I want both local and international travel, but I want to at least do 1 or 2, hopefully, international travels. Therapy, very essential in this list of things I still want to continue doing this year.
Did you take a break?
No. Yeah, December sour, but taking care of basically what you were saying, taking care of my holistic health, mental health especially. There's a lot that I'm really unraveling about myself, especially in this point where I'm in right now. I feel like sometimes, especially this year, I feel a bit different in a weird, good, scary way, just based on me, what I want to accomplish, my interactions with my different friend groups. I just feel I'm in a transitional phase in my life. I don't know how to explain it, but I just feel a bit different. I'm still trying to unpack what that means, but yeah. What else? Yeah, I think that's about it. Other than that, meet more people. I wanted to start my own. I think one of the biggest goals that I have, or resolutions for this year in general, is to what is it? I thought I wrote it down here, but I want to think of me. Like I need to think of, yes, I'm employed, but what's my plan? What's my future looking like? What I think, I got comfortable or whatever. It's comfortable being employed and getting like a consistent source of revenue and growing the hierarchy of 9 to 5. I don't mind it. I love working in the corporate space, but it's also provided me a way of thinking of, okay, if I want to be like, I've been having a quarter life crisis of what's my plan or what's me. Beyond employment, they always say in Nairobi, you can't just have one stream of income. How do I fend for me? And again, be that independent person I want to become. So even though you're young in so far so meh, but
I didn't see that coming. So far so meh.
Far so meh.
It's okay. We're just in quarter one. So
next week.
Yeah. So there's time to structure quarter two.
Yeah.
You can't cry over spilt milk.
Exactly.
Isha pita, imepita. Yaliyopita.
I'm in the journey.
You're in the journey. And I think for our podcast, we just want to be consistent. Which we were last year. I think we were. We really tried.
We showed up. Marketing ourselves was not the best way to do it, but I think this year one of our goals is to grow this platform, and I was saying that since we started the episode, and so yeah, a lot more consistency. I'm hoping now that your resolution is to become a big content creator. BOB unaingiza kwa hiyo plan ya consistency.
Na nilipa.
Watatulipa aje na we need to provide things for them first for them to have the interest.
Yeah. We'll put the same efforts.
Yeah. For BOB, it's just to grow, have a branch. We want to have a branch / our version of our live show this year.
Yes.
As well, it's been long enough for us to hold one.
Can you imagine we're turning 3? Like a whole toddler. 3.
This is not a joke now.
3
years. 3 years this year. So, and we're seeing a lot of live shows happening in the podcast space. We're seeing a lot more podcasts coming up. It's an exciting time to be in the podcast space. Saturated though, but there's always space for you. And if you belong, you belong, So watch out to how this podcast goes.
Yeah. It's exciting, and we definitely want to also have guests on the show.
Oh, yeah.
And we don't want to bring people that we think will bamba us. At the end of the day, you're our audience, and we want people who can relate to us.
Yeah. I think both, people you may know or may not know.
Yes.
I think the notion of what I'm seeing a lot in Kenyan social media right now is the same people in the same platforms. They're just intermingling. Wako huku. Good for them,
podcast yake, but unamwonanga huko all the time.
Wako huku, wana hop, which I think they do a lot of collaborations in the influencing space is happening a lot more, which is awesome as well. But I think now we want to also provide spaces for people and different spaces. I think that's what podcasts should be about. Because honestly, everyone has something to share. Everybody. They're just people who are more audacious to come and represent what other people may be thinking. But I think these days, people are more receptive to be in front of the camera for 1-2 episodes or for something. So everyone we bring, whether you know them or not, we bring them because we know there's something they're going to provide for this space and for our audience. Yeah. So usione at episode with a guest and you're wanting, sasa huyu ni nani hata wameleta nini. Just listen. I think everyone has something inspirational they can share about themselves, including you. There are things you've overcome. There are things you've gone through. There are experiences that you know better than your next person next to you. So yeah, that's the frequency we are on. And more TikToks. So hopefully.
More TikToks, and we are back in collaboration or in partnership with Tasker Draft.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you're not following us on Instagram, party happens there.
That is where the biggest support can come from. Okay, here as well, yay. But
that yay is just like, yay.
Whatever. Like, podcast mezoea. Instagram is new territory, newish for the podcast, not for us individually.
Yeah.
And we want to do a good job. And part of doing a good job is just showing that we have an audience that rocks with us and is part of our crew. So just follow us on Instagram. We're going to be, doing a lot more Tasker content here and there. Shout out to the Tasker team. But and yeah, very excited to see how this year now unfolds for us as the podcast.
Yeah, in the season. Cool, yo. I think we can call it an episode.
I think we can.
See you next week.
See you next week. And thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in and welcome back to the podcast.
My name is Alice Kanji.
I'm Alexia Musau and see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.